Here we go. So we got 2%. Watch. We got 2%. I had to change the batteries to the keyboard and 2% on this. It's crazy. What a morning. What a morning. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome, 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 welcome to the stream. Welcome. You should have hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. What's up, Muhammad? What's going on? Facts, probably. What's going on, man? You saw like the camera, man. Camera got disconnected just now too, man. It's like today, look again. This is wild today. That's the second time it got disconnected. Had to unplug and replug. We might have no camera today, man. If it keeps doing that, I'm not gonna be unplugging and replugging every 10 minutes, 2 seconds. I think it's the cord. Alright, straight. Put this here. Since I got 1%. So let's get this party started. Not again, not again. It's gonna be one of those mornings, guys. I don't know why, but we might not have no camera today. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the weekly market breakdown. Let me try one more time. Let me try one more thing. I don't know why this is happening, but let's see. One more thing. So, guys, so welcome again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get this party started. So, just so you guys kind of, again, all you guys that are new to the stream, welcome to the Vice Trading Academy stream. Um, so basically, what do we do here on this Sunday market breakdown? So what we're doing on this Sunday market breakdown is getting ready for a week, right? We're looking for pairs that it's looking that is going to be that's going to be displaying a setup for the week, right? So we're kind of getting ahead of the week, right? In this stream, on top of this stream, right? We also have a daily market breakdown, right? The daily market breakdown is when we look for the daily setups. Right now, we're looking for the overall market makers trend. We're looking to see that we're still following the trend, right? We looking to see what happened last week. Did it go up? Did it go down? We're looking for all those things. But then we take it a little bit further when we get into the daily market breakdowns, right? And the daily market breakdowns is where we look for the daily setup. We look for points of interest, right? We look to see, what the market's going to do that day, and we basically put together a setup, right? We wait for price to reach these points of interest that causes confluence, so then we able to enter the trade. Now, on top of the daily market breakdown, we also have a daily live trading session. And at that live stream is where we actually take in the trades. So you really get to see the top to bottom analysis and how our workflow is from, what we chart on the weekends to what we chart during the day to what we do to take the entries. And the entries are taken live on the stream, so, make sure to join the channel. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the stream, because we really put together a complete package, right? On top of that, make sure to join the Discord. And the Discord is where we continue the conversation, where we share our charts, where we just, have a lot of different things on the Discord. And right now we have a free prop firm giveaway for December. What we're doing, one lucky subscriber will get a free prop firm challenge from us. Um, from Funded Pips. Funded Pips got 5 day payouts, raw spreads, no spillage, and so you don't have to wait, 15 days or 7 days to start getting paid. Every 5 days, you can request a payout. So that's a good thing for people who's looking for this to be their source of income, right? You want to get paid weekly, bi-weekly, things like that, right? If you messing with a prop firm. So make sure to subscribe. In order to qualify, you have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel and you have to be a member of our free Discord. And the link is in the description. If you see this video a little bit later, if you know the links to Discord sometimes, well, they only give you a certain amount of days for them to be active, right? So with that being said, if you see that the Discord link is not active, go to the newest video. In the newest video that we have, the newest live session or video, you will get the most updated link just in case it doesn't work. So just want to give you that gem for a second. Um, so let's continue from last week's session, right? What I'm doing on Sundays also is I'm doing a mini lesson, right? Nothing crazy, right? Just, going over some basics that we all need to know, um, to be successful, right? Certain basics. So last week, I believe we went over, let's look for a mini lesson. Last week, we went over market structure, right? We went over the three types of market structure, right? We went over, when the market's going on an uptrend, what it looks like, right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. When the market is on a downtrend, it looks like lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? I think that was the week before last, right? We went over what a change consolidation looked like, which is chop, when the chopping up and down, no set direction, right? It could just be moving, one direction. Um, leave this like this. Could be moving one direction, right? Could be moving up and down, oscillating, but not a set up or set down, just moving sideways, right? We also went over the previous week. We went over what a breaker structure is and what a change of character is, right? What change of characters look like changing from going down to up, and what change of characters look like from going up to down, right? And also what breaker structures are, right? When they break a swing low and they break a swing high, right? So you guys, if you guys don't know this, go watch the previous 2 weeks, the Sunday market breakdown, the weekly market breakdown, and there's a mini lesson on all this. right? So let's continue. So now let's work on internal structure, right? What is an external and internal structure, right? An external structure is basically this right here, right? An external structure is what you see on a higher time frame, which is basically when you look and you see higher highs, higher lows on a higher time frame, meaning a daily time frame. Then once you start looking at a lower time frame, right, there's actually structure that makes this structure on a higher time frame, meaning there's building blocks behind this set structure, right? So, like I said, I'm going to go over this vaguely, to get more content, more information. Make sure to join the Discord, right? The link in the description. So let's just take a look at this. So what's literally happening in a low time frame? Let's say this is a daily time frame, right? This right here, all this structure. Now, what's really happening in a lower time frame? In a lower time frame, there's building blocks that makes this, right? There's blocks, right? So what's happening here is that this move up in a lower time frame will look like this. Will look like higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, right? And then we'll change to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? So this is what's happening in lower time frames, right? You have a structure within a structure. So you have a higher time frame structure, which will be the black, and then the blue will be a lower time frame structure, right? Which will be seen just like that, right? And in the lower time frames, there's also the same behavior as the higher time frame. You have breakout structures and you have chains of characters, right? In both directions, right? So our job as traders, right? If you trade price action or market structure, is to understand what a higher time frame structure looks like and lower time frame structure, so you can benefit from getting a good entry, right? Because you need to know when the price is turning around, and the only way you're gonna know is by monitoring and looking at lower time frame structures. So again, in this example, you have just this. You have breaker structures here, right? That these breaks of structures is what's making that push to the top side, right? This push up. You have all this, right? Break a structure here, and then you have a change of character that happens here, right? Change of character, make this red, right? Break a structure, make this black. Then what happens? You let's backtrack a little bit. You have a higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, change of character, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, higher, higher low. Now you have another change of character to the top side, right? So in essence, right, this is what's happening throughout this whole sequence in price, right? Now we have a higher high, higher low, break a structure, make this black, right? Higher high, higher low, break a structure, and so forth and so on, right? And this is what's happening in the in your charts. Now, our job, again, the way we trade in my group, or the way I trade, right, that I teach, is we need to see everything fall in line like gears, right? So if we have identified that the trend is up, right, I will only be trading up, right? I won't be taking any reversals going to the downside. So the trend is up on a 4 hour time frame, or the daily, let's say the daily time frame, right? This Black line is the daily time frame. It's going up. I can see higher highs, higher lows, right? I can see prior to that it made higher highs, higher lows, and I'm right now in made a higher high, right? What I'm going to be looking for is for price to retrace down on a lower time frame and wait for a confirmation of a change in character, right? For me to understand that the market has switched from this retracement going down to continuing the trend going up. So once I can identify that, on that first break of structure retest is my first, the safest entry I can take. So in essence, this is how we trade. We look at these market structural patterns, right? We identify market structure on a higher time frame, right? Just to see the bigger picture, to know where the market's going. Then we start shooting to the lower time frame to start looking to identify, our changes of characters that are in line with the overall trend, so we could start benefiting from the trend, because as we all know, the trend is our friend. So that's exactly how we trade. That's exactly what we do. That's the simplified version of it. And again, if you want to learn this strategy, you want to learn more in reference to this, make sure to join the Discord. The link in the description. Also, you can go to vicetradingacademy.com, um, and get a little bit more information on how to find us and where to find us. Okay. So, any questions on that, guys? Pretty sure you guys. It's pretty straightforward, pretty clean. Now, if you do have any additional questions, like I said, make sure to join the Discord. Right, you get everything you need in reference to this. But that's exactly how we trade, guys. And that's how you trade price action. Right? So that's the mini lesson for today. So I'm going to put that in the mini lesson group, right? And then next Sunday, we'll continue that, right? We'll build on top of this. Um, and like I said, every Sunday before the market breakdown, we're going to go over some basics, right? And I see we have a lot of guys that just joined us. So you guys that just joined us who didn't listen to the whole thing, we have this is a mini lesson series on the weekly market breakdown. So, just something small. So to hear this from the beginning, you have to go watch the last 2 weeks on the Sunday, right? It's like 15, like 10 minutes each little lesson, right? So you can learn, from basic structure, you know, whether it's an uptrend, downtrend, what's a consolidation, what's a break of structure, what's a change of character, you know, from down to up to up to down. And today was external, internal structures, right? So and remember, our job is to trade in line with the overall trend. So this is so important, right? This is the building blocks, the foundation. All right, guys. So let's start the party. So start the weekly market breakdown. So let's start with AU. So guys, these are the 9 pairs that we are currently just tracking, right? These are the pairs that we trade, right? Every day. These are the pairs that we're looking for. That we're looking for a daily setup to take, to participate in the market, right? So I'm a strong believer that I'm not married to no pair. I could care less what the name is on the left side of my screen. What I care about is market structure and the market maker's pattern. Everything else is irrelevant to me, right? At a certain point, things become relative to me, but I don't care about the pair. Me personally, when I'm doing my personal charts, I'm analyzing 30 pairs. Look, 35, 30 pairs, right? 2023, 30 pairs. That's what I'm looking at right now. So I'm actually giving myself more opportunities to look for my setup, right? Because I have a strict set of rules. So if you have a strict set of rules, you have setup rules, right? Just know that if you're working on learning one setup, right, that setup is not going to show every day. So you need to wait and you need to be patient for the market to, show your setup, right, for it to develop. So with that being said, if you just trade in one pair, you're waiting days before your rules are confirmed for you to take an entry. But if you give yourself more opportunities, more pairs for you to look at, right, there is a higher probability that all your rules are going to check out, in let's say 5 pairs if you're watching 30 every day. than if you're just watching one, which you're gonna get a setup once every week, maybe every 2 weeks, right? So, with that being said, this is why we watch all these pairs. Now, if you're an experienced trader and know multiple setups, right? You know price action, you've been trading for a long time, you know price action, and you're trading both ways, whatever the case is, then you can get a lot of setups, right? But since I only trade with the overall trend, right? And we know that the trend, it doesn't just move in one direction. The trend runs, retrace, run, retrace, right? So I could only participate in the runs, not the retraces, right? So if you understand major currencies and minor currencies, when the major is running, the minor is retracing. And when the minor currency is running, the major is retracing. So it's a juggle, right, between a minor currency and a major currency, right? That's a major gem. You should write that down. Then look up majors and minors, which one correlates with which one. And then you could say, well, I could trade these four pairs, this major and these minors, or two majors, two minors. So now I know that when this major is running with the is making the run, the minor is retracing. So once the major is done, then I could hop to the minor, right, and vice versa, right? So make sure to write that down. That's a huge jump right there. So let's get this party started. So the first thing we do is we look at the daily chart and we're looking for the market makers pattern, right? And where are we in the market makers pattern lets us know the overall trend's direction. So right now we're sitting in A2. We're sitting in the middle of A2, right? That's smacked in the middle, right? When we look at our daily zone, we look at our market structure first. Let's look at our market structure. So market structure, this is what a market structure looks like on the daily zone right now, right? And we're literally in between the high and the low of the zone, right? That's smacked in the middle, right? Price looked like it retraced in the daily, made a higher high, higher low, higher high. But right now we understand that we have a daily structure inside of a daily structure, right? Which doesn't always happen, but it does happen, right? So the zone is between here and here, and we have structure in between the zone on the daily, right? So what we're looking for price to turn around. So we have a higher high in the lower time frame, right? When we switch to the 4, and we look at our 4-hour structure, right? You can see the price is making higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price is what? It broke structure, right? And it caused a change of character, right? So now we can start thinking about going short. We can see the price made a lower low, lower high, retest, right? Lower low, made a higher high here, but still within the retest vicinity, and it's looking like it's continuing down. Remember, Friday was NFP, so we are expecting crazy moves on NFP, right? So right now, what did the week give us? The week gave us a week of drop, right? As expected. Why? Because after 3 weeks of rise, the market must drop or chop, right? Those are the rules. And it gave us what? It gave us a drop. Easy. And if you guys are on the weekly market break, the daily market breakdown, what I did Sunday, Monday. Sunday, Monday, I took AU short because we knew we were going short, right? So I took that a couple days, right? You can see the trades and the results on the Discord, so make sure to join the Discord. And again, you guys who just joined us, we have a Propfirm giveaway for the month of December. One lucky subscriber to our YouTube and a member of our free Discord will get a free Propfirm challenge. The drawing will be on December 25th. So make sure to join the Discord so you can participate and also be a subscriber to the YouTube channel. So we had a weekly drop. So everything looks good. This is definitely one I want to continue to monitor this week, right? So this is one of the ones we're going to be watching. So we're going to put it in green. So everything looks good. So far, so good, right? Let's update. Update the move to the downside. Right, price went down, touch the 800. Right, we have a nice change on the 4. So if you have a change on the 4, let's talk a little bit about, let's put together what we just learned right in the mini lesson. We have a change of character on the 4-hour time frame. And if we get a change of character on the 30-minute time frame, right? That's 2 time frames that are in line with the overall trend. Then if we get a change of character also on a 5-minute time frame, to, internal to internal to external to an internal to an internal. Once you start matching all these gears and these gears starts flowing together, all of them going in the same direction, that's when you know you got them, right? So what age is gonna do this week? Continue to drop. What you think, brother? We just had a change of character on the 4-hour time frame to the low, right? So the expectation is to go down, right? The overall trend is what? Down. We're in A2. The expectation is not for price to go back up. The expectation is the price to go down, right? So we have a change of character on the 4-hour time frame. We have a change of character on the 4-hour time frame. This is the pullback, right? Where the market goes. This is the expectation. The market is going to break structure to continue lower lows, lower highs, right? This is basic standard market structure. I'm not going to go over this because this class is not for that. That's the daily market breakdown, right? Standard market structure, right? We already had a change of character appear, so you're chasing a trade. So what's next in the sequence? And you should know the sequence. After change of character, what do we wait for? Break a structure retest. Break a structure retest is what's going to let us know that the price is moving. So when this price wants to go down, comes back, that's when we know that we're good to go to start trading, right? When price breaks and comes back and retests, right? So patiently, we need to wait right now. But yeah, that's the expectation for the price to continue to go down, get to the low of this 30-minute zone, right? Which we go over this on the daily market breakdown, the low of the 30-minute zone. Wait to see what the price wants to do, whether it's going to break it. And notice it's right around 800, so you know that it's going to take some momentum to break it, right? It has to get over here. Once it gets there, we wait. We have to wait. So if you're taking any trades from here going low, you should know where your exit points are, your stops and goes. So then you can wait for the next setup, right? So and don't chase any trades. You flow with the market. That's the expectation. We got a week of drop. So let's continue. EURCAD. Take this off. Start from the top. So where are we in the market makers pattern? We can see that we in V1 heading up, right? We're stuck in this big range of consolidation, right? On our daily structure, just chopping up and down, just like I showed you guys when we're looking at the types of structures, right? We're chopping up and down, no set market direction, right? So and right now we're looking like we're retracing right back down to the low of this zone. Right? When we go to our 4, when we look at our 4-hour market structure, right? What type of behavior we're looking for us to know that we're back in line with the daily with the daily, with the market makers pattern, we're looking for a change of character on the 4 hour time frame. Are we seeing that right now? No, we're seeing the prices making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? We're seeing prices respecting lower lows and lower highs. So we still don't have any sign that we're pushing to the direction that we really wanted to push to. Right. So let's just update what's happening here. Right. Prices continue to drop. Don't have any change of characters, nothing. But what we do see and what we do like is that the 800 held price. So here it could be, you know, a double bottom. They swept the lows, right? And if they start to push up and we have a change of character, then we they speak in our language, right? On the 4, right? So let's take a look at the overall zone that we're trading. We're trading between this high and this low. Notice how they came and touched the low of the zone, and the 800 helped um, in that process, right? The next thing we want to see is what's our weekly move. So last week, what did they do? They did exactly what we expected, right? 3 weeks of drop. So after 3 weeks of drop, the market must do what? Chop or rise, right? So what's the expectation this week? We already have it, right? We already have it, right? We're expecting a weekly low to be set. Once that low is to be set, we continue to push up. Let's look at our monthly move, right? We don't want to get caught up also. Monthly move, last month we had a no net, so this month could be a rise, drop, or no net, right? We went back down, we expecting that rise. Just looking at the overall structure, right? We looking, this broke out of here, right? It made a higher high, right? So what's the next sequence? After a higher high comes what? Higher low, right? From a higher low comes what? Higher high. So we could be expecting to run to the top side now just based on market structure, right? Can this structure continue to drop? Absolutely. We need to wait to see what's going to happen with the 4. If this 4 hour is going to hold, or is it going to change direction to the bottom? If it changed direction, we know we need to wait, right? For E, is that overall we need to wait for the change of character on the 4 to confirm that we have a higher low on the daily, right? So if we get a change of character here to the top side, that's the confirmation that we have a higher low on the daily, right? Once we confirm the higher low on the daily by the 4 hour, we know that the price is starting to push up again. Then we need to get all the other time frames in line. When the other time frame are in line, that's when you attack. Okay, so this looks good. This looks good. This is definitely EURCAD is going to be looking at this week and monitoring. Let's take all this off. Right. Let's look at our overall pattern. Right. So right now we're sitting in V1. Right. Looking at the monthly moves, what's the expectation? We had a previous 2 months of rise. So December, we expecting December to end what? In a new high, right? So like I told you guys in the daily session, right? There's two things that could happen. The beginning of the month, right? From the 1st to the 15th, the market could be moving counter trend. If the market's moving counter trend between the 1st and the 15th, between the 15th and the 30th, the market will be moving with the trend, and vice versa. If the beginning of the month, from the 1st to the 15th, the market is moving counter trend, or with the trend, no, let's say with the trend, right? That means that from the 15th to the 30th, it will be moving counter, right? In this example, price right now is moving counter. So we should be expecting that getting to the close of the middle of the month, price should be looking to turn around to be going with the trend, right? So that's typically what happens, right? Remember, it's 3 weeks of rise. The month has 4 weeks. So usually the first week is counter, right? Depends how it ends, right? The month starts and how the month ends. So it could be a week and a half of down, right? It could be 2 weeks of, no net then down, when you're looking at the weekly pattern. So just remember, everything runs in gears. Even the daily moves, the weekly moves, the monthly moves is in gear, just like market structure, right? So boom. So the month is not over. We on the 10th, right? We're on the 10th. We're getting close to the middle, right? So let's take a look at our daily structure, right? Price went to the bottom. We can see we in chop, stuck in these highs and these lows. Look at our daily zone. We're stuck between here. Price went, tapped the low, right? And pushed up, right? Now let's go to a 4 hour and look at the internal to the daily. So looking at a 4 hour, what can we see? We can see we had a change of character here to the top side, broke structures, right? Now we have a change of character to the downside on the 4. We're not in line. Looking at the 4 hour zone, was violated, was broken, right? Remember, we're waiting for price to reach here for it to decide whether we're going to push up. And once it reach here, what we need to see on a lower time frame, we need to see changes of characters, break of structure. It's not the price touch a line and we take an entry. That's not the way you trade, right? That's gambling, right? Trading is observing, analyzing, and having confluences for you to make an informed decision for your probabilities of you winning to be higher. Price hitting a line and taking a trade, that's just like, well, you know, last time when I look at the roulette table, the last color was green, so this one should be red. That's just guessing, bro. Right? So let's update the structure to 4. So do we have any significant pullbacks? No. This is the biggest one right here, 64. And notice all these other pullbacks are pretty big. So this is still part of the run. It's too much. Mm. Right? Let me That's still part of the run. This is all 30-minute structure. So we're going to just leave it like this. This is all 30-minute structure, right? And we'll be updating this on the daily market breakdown, right? So all these lower lows, lower highs, 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 lower low. This is an equal high because it never broke, right? It never broke. It's tested the high and it made another lower low, right? That's part of the 30-minute structure, not the 4. So I'm not going to update anything past here besides my weekly move, which we got a week of drop, right? So what's the expectation of this week? We need a new low for the week. Once we get that new low for the week, right, then price will start pushing up, right, to get back in line with the overall trend. So that's what we're waiting for. And then just looking at the overall daily structure, right, this could be if we're pushing up, right, we tap this low. This could be the lower low, right, for here. This is lower low, lower high, higher low, to then push to a higher high. All right, so we need to wait for that sequence. Or it could be a lower low, lower high to push to a lower low, right? Or equal low here, right? But you need to wait for things to start falling in line, right? Overall, this is another one we need to be looking at for that weekly reversal. GJ, everyone's favorite. Let's take a look. So GJ, where are we? Level 3 rise, getting to peak formation high territory, right? How do I know that I'm getting close to peak high? Just look at market behavior, right? Price is moving up, then tanking down to then push up, right? Tanking down to then push up, tanking down to then push up, right? So some of these guys are trading these, right? You got a whole bunch of people trading that everywhere you look online, right? They're using that as their guide of where price is heading and waiting for price to break below to then to know that the price changed, right? You have a whole bunch of people trading that, right? So we can see that over here, price channel, correct. So we can see the price was took off right to the top, then started to do what? Challenge traders to make them to induce them that hey, look, we have a head and shoulders pattern. Got you. Oh no, this I got it wrong. There was not the shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. The shoulder, head, shoulder. This is shoulder number one, and this is the head. Got him, right? Oh, we have an M top, right? We in profit right now, right? Waiting for the got him later, right? So we have 2 months of rise, monthly low to then monthly rise, right? To finish the month with a new high. So just think about how they just doing these guys dirty right now. Just think about that, right? Because they don't know the other stuff that we know, right? So we know that we should end the month with a rise, right? Weekly low could be set right now. Why? Because look, it's just touching these lows, right? This low before they push up. Once they push up, we might get to peak high. Then people will be thinking the price will continue to rise. And after peak high, what comes after that? Level one drop, right? So we're not expecting higher highs after that. We're expecting price to push to move down, right? So in this pair, you know, this is almost done for me for trade. Just so you guys know, it's almost done for me. After we get this monthly high, I'm done trading this pair until we see price starts turning around. Just so you guys know in the class. So all you GJ fans that are in the class, just know that I might be taking this one off my list and putting another pair on my list, right? Because we get into peak high. I don't trade peak highs. I trade with the trend. We need to wait for the market to start going with the flow. When the market starts flowing, then we can start trading, right? I'm going to put this green nonetheless, but let's take a look at our market structure. So here's our daily structure, right? We still respecting higher highs and higher lows. I need to wait to see what's going to happen here. Can't just put that. But we can still see we're respecting higher highs and higher lows, right, on the daily. So what is our daily trading zone, right? This is our zone. Was our zone, right? Price broke out of here. That break caused a new high. What was the push? Where the push start that caused that break was here. So this is our bottom of our zone. And here's a new high, right? So we're trading between this zone now on the lower time frame, right? We can see price came, touched our bottom of our zone, and then price rejected from there. It goes to show this is a strong low, right? Also known as a respected low, right? So this is our strong low. Let's drop down to the 4. Let's look at our market structure, right? We had this pullback that caused a change here, it caused a change to the top here, right? We have this higher high, higher low, equal high, then we have a change to come back down. Right, I'm not going to update this just yet because we don't know what's going to happen from here on the 4. Right? So let's look at our 4-hour zone. 4-hour trading zone is still being respected. So price test. There's never a break on the 4-hour. Right? So everything's still being respected. Right? So let's look at our weekly. What's happened? Last week we got a week of drop. Cool. We know this week we expecting a weekly low. That weekly low hits, but take a look at here. Right? Take a look at here. You guys that are in the class, that come to the daily sessions, you guys know what this is and what could be happening. So keep that in mind when we're thinking about the weekly low. Right? So overall, this is one we need to monitor. We got good stuff during December, man. We thinking December is gonna be, you're taking December off. Some people do. Some people take December off to reflect. I used to take December off. But if you guys know what's happening in my life, I'm starting to build a house at the beginning of the year. So we got to get the cake up, man. We got to get the money up. Building from scratch and building your vision costs money. So let's take a look at USDCAD. So USDCAD, where are we? V2. We can see we in V2. We're stuck in a chop, right? We're stuck in the zone right here, chopping up and down, right? This is our daily zone. Price went back to the top of the zone, tap it, came back down. Hear me? Hello? Better? Hello? Hello? Testing. Still low? Alrighty, we should be back. It should be loud. I can see that it's super loud. Let me bring it down. What about now? Test, 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 test. All right, great question. All right, so the giveaway, just so you know, the giveaway is for the month of December. It's a Christmas giveaway. We're giving away one free Propfirm account from Funded Pips. In order to qualify and to join the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber to this channel and also a member of our free Discord. And the link is in the description for the Discord. On December 25th, we will be doing the live drawing. So December 25th. Man, you guys should have told me that the volume was low. Or it just started at that point. The problem was it's the phone, the my headphones connected to my phone, so sorry about that. Today's been the technical difficulty day. We have never had that. Today's just been that day. So continuing back with USD CAD, right? So USD CAD again, we had a monthly drop, right? Looking at the overall pattern, right? We can see we want the price to continue to go up. So what is the up? How to win the giveaway? Um, so how to win the giveaway again? The giveaway you have to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel, right? That's step one. And step two is you have to be a member of our free Discord. So in order to join the Discord, the link in the description. And on December 25th, we will be announcing the winner. We will be doing a live drawing, right? So you guys can see it. And we're going to be picking the winner on December the 25th. So make sure that you are, a subscriber and also you are a member of the Discord. It will not be allowed that the day of the drawing you're going to just join the Discord. You have to already have been a member of the Discord. So I think we're going to stop on the 20th. Um, the entries on the 20th. I think we're going to do that. I'm not 100% sure. We were talking about that the other day. What about GU, Cristiano? Oh, we skipped GU, right? I skipped GU by mistake. I got you. I see what you mean. All right, so let's go to GU. Thank you. I just know that. I noticed that. No problem, my brother. Peace out, man. Have a good week, man. We'll catch you on the chat on the Discord. So GU, let's talk about GU. So GU, where are we in the overall market makers pattern? We in V1 heading up, right? Last month we had a month of rise, and the previous month we had a month of drop rise. So this month, what are we expecting? A new high for the month, right? So that's a good thing. Do we have a new high for the month yet? No, we don't have a close of a new high, right? So that's let us know that we're going to have a monthly low, then the price is going to start running to the top side, right? So that's a good thing. So the next thing I want to look at is I want to look at my market structure. What's my daily market structure, right? We can see that we are in the chop, but this chop, everything's lacquer, my brother. We can see that we are in a chop, but the chop is giving us uptrend vibes, right? Until we get into here. We're stuck in this daily zone, right? So what are we expecting? We want to see price to start turning around. We can see the price on 4 hour is making lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, right? Let's put our internal structure until we had a change of character and we start to make our highs, higher lows, our highs, our lows, our highs, right? And we still in the higher low process, right? So let's go drop down to the 4 so we could take a look at it. Let's fix this. We had a previous 3 weeks of rise, so this week we'll be expecting what, a drop, right? So check, right? Everything is checking out, right? Notice how all our rules is in line. Everything is checking out, right? We have a previous 2 months of rise, right? We had previous 2 weeks of rise, then we had a week of drop, right? We're back in line. Everything is back in line. Now, this week is either chop, rise, or drop, right? This is the thing about this week, right? But when we look at the internal structure to the 4, this is where we would get the first hint that we're starting to push up once we see that change of character, right? On the 30-minute time frame. So right now, everything right now is looking perfect. Everything's looking perfect. Everything's lining up. We can see the 800 right around the corner. So everything's looking good for GU. GU is, man, we got a lot of things to look at this week. Like everything's looking good, right? So USD CAD. So USD CAD, like I was saying on USD CAD, we're stuck in V2, right? We came to the top of the consolidation and price pushed back down, right? Just looking at the overall market structure here, we see this high, higher low, higher high. We're expecting a higher low to then continue, right? When we look at the internal structure here, right, what should we be looking for in the 4 hour? We should be looking for a change of character to the top side and all this right here. So when we add the 4 hour, we put our 4 hour market structure. We have these lower lows, lower highs, right? Well, technically we have this higher high, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we need to see a change of character at the previous lower high, which was here, right? For us to know, right? The good thing about this price action is price went below the 800, came above, tapped it, right? Went up, tapped it again, right? And we're still above the 800. On a 30-minute time frame, right, we can see that these internal higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? And we're just testing this low right now to see what's next. So everything is looking good. We can see that the 30-minute change of character, we get a 4 hour change, then we're back in line, right? So everything looks good there. So let's take a look at our 4 hour zone. We're trading in between this high and this low right now in the 4 hour. And we had a previous 2 weeks of drop, 3 weeks of drop. So we knew that this week was a rise. And this is why I was trading USD CAD, guys. And you guys like, yo, Eric taking a lot of trades on USD CAD. Yes, because we had a previous 2-3 weeks of drop. I know this week is a rise. So why am I not going to take advantage of new price action, and price movement? Of course. So here we go. All right, so this is another one I'm going to be looking at. The 30-30. Where are we? We in a no trade zone right now. Right? For me, I'm in a no trade zone. Right? If you guys are with us during the weekly market breakdowns, you guys will know why I'm in a no trade zone. Right? Last week, we had a week of no net. Right? Price started here, ended in the same place. Doesn't matter what it did. It went up, went down. What is all this? This is all chop. This is all trapping traders. Right? Again, I'm not part of traps, man. I want to be part of the, distribution, part of the run, right? Part of the trend, whatever verbiage, you use to understand what the market is giving us, right? So right now we're not in a run, we're not in distribution, right? We're stuck in manipulation, right? We're stuck in consolidation. We're stuck in a zone. We're stuck in between a support and a resistance, right? It's the same thing. Which you said this week is also a rise on USD CAD. What you mean? We had a week of rise. Not understanding the question, my brother. The expectation for the week you're asking? Of course, we're looking for price to go up, my brother. We're looking for price to get back in line with the market maker's trend. We had a 30-minute change of character. We need a 4 hour change of character so we know that we're moving up. And we're right by where we need to see the price be. So, dope. But you got to keep in mind, Cristiano, what this class is all about. You asking questions for the 30-minute. Some of your questions for the 30-minute. So this is not about the 30-minute. But overall good questions. You're trying to confirm your overall bias to make sure that you are on the right track, and I respect that. That's why I'm giving you the answers. Because I know that's what you're doing, which is a good thing. You're not just here to, oh, what's the signal? I know you're not that type of student, mentee. So again, we're in a no trade zone here, right? Let's look at the overall structure. Right, when we look at our daily, let me take away this 4, this 30, right? We had a previous month of rise, right? What are we looking for this month? It's a crazy rise. Why do we have Luna here? That's not true. It was a rise. We have a previous 2 months of rise. We are expecting a new high for this month. Right? That's a good thing, right? What is our daily zone? Where's our daily folder? Yeah, we traded some before. I'm bugging. So, looking at the 4-hour structure, right? What can we see? We see price is pushing up, right? We were stuck in a consolidation for a while here, right? Between here and here, right? And price what broke out, right? Then started to go back down, lower lows, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So price looked like it turned around. So we're trading now this type of structure, right? So what happened over here? Market from these lower lows, lower highs, lower lows started to make higher highs, right? Price push. Do I have a significant pullback yet? No. Price is just moving up, right? When it makes these big runs, it's just making a big run, no significant pullback, right? On the 4-hour. Now we go to the 30, right? We can start seeing what's the makeup, right? We see everything is higher highs, higher lows. Nothing is just slowing down until we get here, right? Once we get here, we can see that we are in chop, right? We do have a 30-minute zone, the high and the low. So we're stuck in between the zone, right? Weekly, we had a no net, which is a reset. So the price, the party could start now, continue to go up to make that new high for the month, right? So definitely US30 is something I'm going to look at, but no trades for me inside this. I want to see price break above, retest continue. Now the trend is my friend. I'm with the trend, right? Why do I want to trade that way, guys? US30's pullbacks, and we trade at a very low time frame on US30, but the pullbacks are very big, right? Those wicks that you see there are not for people who do not know how to trade, right? These wicks are 100 pips, 150 pips pullbacks, right? Those wicks, just those wicks that you see. So with that being said, you have to be very careful when you're trading this, right? And I want to trade US30 when the trend is flowing, right? I want to make sure that the trend is intact, showing me that the trend is intact for me to hop on the trend. All of this, said from the beginning of the week, I'm not trading this. This is just, chopping up and down, right? You ain't doing all that. Let's look at gold. What's gold looking like? So I told you guys I'm stepping away from gold. I'm not looking at gold because the overall market makers trend is not 100% visible for me at this moment. Notice how price went back to what we had marked as previous peak high, right? Wake the hell out of it, right? Created so much uptrend momentum that people thought it was going to continue to rise, and then they took them out. Right? We spoke about that last week. We've been talking about this all week. If you look at last week's class, I told you guys it was going to start to reversing, right? Maybe not all the way to reverse to start going low, but we were going to have a moment to stop to reverse, to maybe continue going or to go down, right? Right now we are at a place of what? The previous zone. So here, price needs to decide whether it's going to, you know, continue to rise, retest this break to rise, or, it's going to continue to go lower, right? And break out of here. And if it breaks out of there, we know we completely change direction to the downside because this is a higher low. Higher high, higher low, higher high. If it breaks this higher low to the down, we know that what? Change direction. If it just creates a higher low to then create a higher high, we know the price is going to continue to rise, right? So gold right now, since we're in the time of war, and we're in the time of a conflict between countries, I stay away from commodities because anything could happen. Anything could happen. Anything. They decided to drop a bomb or do something. It's gonna reflect in these charts, and you don't know what things like that are gonna happen. Things just happen, and unless you work for the government and you got the code, right? You got the cheat code. You're getting the heads up. Shoot me a DM. But other than that, I'm not going to be participating. And last but not least, our friend Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we're getting to the place of our second zone of consolidation. We're starting to get there, right? We had another week of rise last week, so we are expecting a week of rise this week, a new high for the week, which is a beautiful thing, right? But we're getting into that numerical number of, a consolidation, right? And you guys could join our Discord, and we definitely have these conversations. Um, we had a drop, we finished today off with a drop. We know we got 2 days, Sunday, Monday, finish that drop, rise, and continue the party, right? We have a high and a low here, but we still pushing up, guys. We still pushing up, right? So that's a beautiful thing. So guys, that's it. That's what we got for this week. Basically all our main pairs besides, the commodities, the futures, right? And crypto, we got some good stuff to watch this week, guys. We got some good stuff to watch this week. So that's this week's live session. Again, guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe again. And also, don't forget to join the Discord so you can be part of that Propfirm giveaway that we're doing on December 25th. So, guys, I see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern is the daily market breakdown. Also, Mr. Jumper, more than likely, he will be trading live in the morning for the setups that he already has set up for the weekend that he did over the weekend. To join that, the link is posted in the Discord. Join the Discord so you could join the live trading session where we take trades live, right? And you can follow along the thought process from the top to bottom analysis. So, guys, I see you next week. Peace out.